My dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah's peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you all. Welcome to the second part of our reading lesson entitled The False Alarm. Today we have two main learning objectives, which are to locate specific information after reading the text The False Alarm, and to consolidate 5 vocabulary words in context. Kindly open your student books, pages 48 and 49. In the first part, we discussed the difference between living in a house and living in a flat. Also, we got the main idea of this text, which is to follow safety rules when doing household chores. Let me ask you some questions that you need to answer. What was Claude doing when he heard a scream? Think. Excellent. He was painting his bedroom walls. Okay. How did Claude hit his head? Wonderful. The bucket of paint hit him on the head. Okay. What was Mrs. Williams doing when the fire alarm went off? Perfect. She was sleeping. What was Bobby doing when the fire alarm went off? That's it. He was looking for his cat. Why did Bob's cat jump out of the window? Excellent. Because the fire alarm scared her. What was Claire doing? Excellent. She was ironing. Finally, how long was she talking on the phone with her friend? Great. For 10 minutes. Thanks a lot, my students, and well done. Let's move on. What can you see here? A text. Okay, let us identify some key words here. Firefighter. What does firefighter mean? Excellent. A person whose job is to stop fires from burning. Okay. Painting. Painting. What does painting mean? To paint means to cover a surface with paint, like this. Okay. Scream. What does scream mean? To cry or say something loudly, and usually on a high note, especially because of strong emotions such as fear, excitement, or anger. Fire alarm. Fire alarm. This is a fire alarm, which is a device such as a bell or siren that warns the people in a building that the building is on fire. Finally, went off. went off. Started to ring loudly or make a loud noise. Okay? Now it's time for practice. What do you think you're going to do? That's it. Here you need to fill in the gaps using these words. Pause the video, do the activity, and then come and check your answers. Okay? Number one, the alarm automatically as soon as smoke was detected. Perfect. Went off. The alarm went off automatically as soon as smoke was detected. Number two, a spider landed on her pillow and she, perfect, screamed. A spider landed on her pillow and she screamed. 3. If the sounds, leave the building immediately. Great. If the fire alarm sounds, leave the building immediately. Number 4. It took the several hours to extinguish the flames. Excellent. It took the firefighter several hours to extinguish the flames. Finally, I am going to my room next week. Perfect. I am going to paint my room next week. Good job, my students, and well done. Let's move on. The firefighter is talking to the people. What you need to do is to label the people in the picture, but how? Through reading this text. Okay? Pause the video, do the activity, and then come and check your answers. Okay. Number 1. Excellent. Mrs. Williams. Number 2. Perfect. Claude. 3. Bobby. And finally, number 4. Claire. Great job, my students. Let's move on. Can you please have a look at this activity? What do you think you're going to do? That's it. You're going to answer these questions. But how? Through reading this text. So you need to read this text to answer these questions. Pause the video, do the activity, and then come and check your answers. You're going to listen while reading.
2. Read. The false alarm.
What happened here? One at a time? I was painting my bedroom walls. Suddenly, I heard a scream. I fell off the ladder and the bucket of paint hit me on the head. Then the fire alarm went off. I see. Did you hear the scream?
No, I was sleeping. The fire alarm woke me up. A fire, I thought. I must get out fast. I opened my front door and a man crashed into me. He was running down the stairs.
Sorry, that was me. I was in a hurry. I was looking for my cat. You see, the fire alarm scared her and she jumped out of the window. Where are you, Kitty?
I'm so sorry, everybody.
Why? What were you doing? Were you running downstairs too?
No, I wasn't. I was ironing in the living room. The phone rang, so I went to my room to answer it. It was my best friend. 10 minutes later, I saw smoke in the living room and screamed.
So it was the iron.
Yeah. The fire alarm went off after that.
Claire!
But I've got some good news. Bobby's cat is in that tree.
Don't worry, I can get her down.
Number 1. Was painting his or her bedroom walls. This is excellent. Claude, how did you know this? That's it. Claude said, I was painting my bedroom walls. Thank you. Number 2. Was sleeping and the alarm woke him or her. This is perfect. Mrs. Williams, how did you know this? Mrs. Williams said, no, I was sleeping. The fire alarm woke me up. Great. 3. Was looking for his or her cat and crashed into Mrs. Williams. This is Bobby. How did you know this? A man crashed into me. Bobby, sorry. That was me. I was in a hurry. I was looking for my cat. Good job, my students. Finally, was talking to a friend on the phone. This is excellent. Claire, how did you know this? Claire said, the phone rang, so I went to my room to answer it. It was my best friend. 10 minutes later, I saw smoke in the living room and screamed. Now, look at the picture in the reading activity again. This one. There are 2 people without names. Try to answer the questions below. Number 1. Why had the girl got shampoo in her hair? This one. What do you think? Excellent. Because she was having a bath or washing her hair when the fire alarm went off. 2. Why are the man's clothes full of mud? Can you see this man? Why? Because when he heard the fire alarm, he wanted to get out fast. He was running when he slipped and fell into the mud. My dear students, now we've come to the last stage of our lesson, which is the closure. Let me ask you a question. What have you learned today? Today, we've located specific information after reading the text, the false alarm, and we've consolidated 5 vocabulary words in context. And that's the end of our lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot, my students, and good luck for you all.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.